Alrighty, hello everyone. You are currently here because we were chosen to assist with potential whale entanglements in our area. Unfortunately, our large friends don't have opposable thumbs, so they aren't able to free themselves from these entanglements without our assistance. Ghost gear is among one of the top killers for whales because once they become entangled, they rarely become free. These travesties result in starvation, strangulation, and drowning. With this being said, let's move on to what we need to pack our boats in order to assist them. First things first, of course, we'll need the boat itself. We'll need one similar to the one shown here. This one is a Zodiac Pro Sport 420 with a Yamaha F50 horsepower EFI 4-stroke engine. It's 3 feet 9 inches and can fit up to 7 people or 1,764 pounds. Using a smaller boat as our primary vehicle helps us to maneuver and keep up with the whale easier. Before we get into the boat, there is important gear needed for us, the rescuers. All rescuers will be required to wear orange windbreaker suits as well as wetsuits. The design of the wetsuit depends on the temperature outside as well as under the water. Helmets will also be necessary in order to protect ourselves in case of getting in harm's way. Moving on to the primary equipment. Considering these large animals are likely to be in distress, we don't want to enter the water with them. Instead, we will use grappling hooks to grab onto the rope that is tangled around the whale, similarly to the first image shown here. We will then attach buoys using snap hooks to the fishing line in order to slow down the whale as well as keeping it above water. It will also tire the whale out, trying to pull against the buoy. This way we will have more time to work on the whale itself. The third tool we will be using is a custom-made tool. Not too long ago, a member of the NOAA named David Matilla, along with some colleagues, invented the tool, as shown in the last image here. At one end of the tool is a V-shaped blade to ensure that when it latches onto the rope, it doesn't hurt the whale in the process. On the other end is a flying knife. When the force of the whale pulls the tool back, it'll cut the rope and free the whale. Now this would be the equipment used in a perfect rescue mission without any obstacles, but what happens if there's so much rope that these tools can't handle? In this case, we'll need 2 boats. One being the boat previously mentioned, but also another larger boat with a crane attached to it, similarly to the second picture shown here. That way, the crane can bring up all the rope that is weighing down the whale using a grappling hook like mentioned before. More equipment we may need is bolt cutters. If there is a steel wrapped around the whale, this can be used to cut the type of material. A tool that I would prefer not to use is a hacksaw because of the potential of cutting the whale in the process. But if you outweigh the chances of the whale being cut from a hacksaw or dying of starvation from being anchored to the ocean floor, it seems like the choice is clear. Now what happens if the whale decides to work against you? As you cut the rope, the whale may get the sense that they are free, or it might start to feel the pain from the injuries it has sustained after a piece of material is moved. We have to remember that our crew safety is top priority. If need be, we may have to use sedatives to calm down the whale using a dart gun. Last but not least, here are some miscellaneous equipment that we may need. We may need a camera such as a GoPro like the Insta360 here to get footage of the whale, considering paperwork would be a no-go while on the rescue mission. This footage may be able to help us estimate the length of the whale, confirm the species, and other information we need for paperwork once off the boat. Another form of equipment we will need if this becomes a multiple-day rescue mission is a satellite tagging device. This way, If we need to get back on the water, we can locate the whale easily. This is the list of equipment needed in order to perform a successful rescue mission on a whale entanglement. If anyone has any suggestions on other equipment we may need, I am all ears.